Every time I do one, I'm sure confidence will grow. Anyway, I have ordered some gorgeous packs of oracle cards. They will be with me in the next couple of days. I am now taking the bookings for readings. It's just £35 for a half-hour reading, and you can email me, drop me a line on martingale123@hotmail.co.uk. To book in for a reading, you can pay by PayPal or Bitcoin, which is a new one. I'll send you the details of those. And as I say, I'm already starting to get bookings through, so it's a good time probably. End of the year, we've got New Year in about a month. How scary, how fast has this year gone? So yeah, please. And also what I was talking about the other day, I've come to a point now where I've got through most of this awakening that so many people have been going through, and I know it's been really, really difficult for a lot of people. It's been really difficult for me. I've found that over the past year I've pretty much been isolated from everybody while I've been going through it. It's not something I've been able to talk to anyone about, even though although I didn't understand what was going on, I have tried numerous times to try to get my family, people that are in my life, that are sort of not in my life at the moment, but I've tried to get them to understand what I've been going through. And believe me, please, if you're still going through it at the moment, don't try and put it on them. Don't try and explain it to them, because they won't get it. They really, really won't understand what's going on in your head, the feelings that you're getting, the confusion, the thoughts, the constant non-stop mind games and the self-talking that you do in your head. Please don't try and explain it to them, because you will actually push them away, which is what I've done in a few cases. Now, obviously, when you're going through the awakening, you know that it's a process of getting rid of all your past baggage, all the crap that you've built up over the years due to your conditioning, the way you've been brought up, things that have been said to you, situations, people. God, you have thoughts, and I think half the time you have the thoughts of other people, you don't even realise that you're taking on the thoughts and feelings of other people, and they're not actually your own. I'm quite empathic. I don't like being in big crowds of people, because I will literally just soak up other people's emotions, their anger, confusion. I'll soak it up like a sponge, and then I'll start expelling it, and I don't know if it's me that's doing this, or it's because I've absorbed somebody else's emotions and feelings. So yeah, don't talk to anyone else about it. The thing is, you will, as you go through it, the only one that can give you any answers to any of this is yourself. All the answers are inside you. You just have to find them, and they will come to you, and you will find them. It's just that at certain parts of things that you'll be going through, it'll be really, really confusing for you at times. But you won't find the answers in anybody else. They're inside you, and eventually you'll realise. I want to say, actually, a really, really big thank you to Christopher J. Smith. He's on YouTube. He's, I think if you want to look him up, it's silenttruth.com, and he works with Scarlet Moon. So if you know anything about astrology, Scarlet Moon's pretty cool on here on YouTube, and he works with him. They do the collaborative consciousness, the retreats both in the US and over here, and whether it was the right time for me to just get a little bit of clarification. But he's literally the first person I've been able to speak to and explain things to, and for him to turn around and say, yeah, actually, yeah, I absolutely know what you're going through, and I completely understand, and I know where you're coming from. And that was the biggest relief ever. I'm not going crazy. It's all part of the process. And yeah, I really just, Chris, thank you. And yeah, I owe you a huge coffee for that. And that is all because during the process, when I was trying to find answers, there was times when I actually emailed or tried to phone or tried to go on links to other people on YouTube who were going through the same thing, or to clairvoyants, tarot card readers, and I never got an answer. Never ever got anything. I'd go to URLs and I'd just be thrown straight out because it was not my time. I realised that I had to find the answers for myself, and by speaking to Chris a few nights ago, he was basically, I mean, he wasn't particularly giving me any answers. He was confirming pretty much what I already knew deep down, that I was nearly there, and now is the time to step forward and get on with it. I've gone through the process. I think I will probably still go through the process as everyone else will. I think it's a continual learning thing about yourself. And hang on. So I'm not used to always talking. It is a continual learning thing. For people that are struggling, that have got depression, that are having problems, that want to ask questions, that is part of my going forward now. And that is something I know that I'm here for now. I'm here to serve others. I'm here to help in any way I can. So please drop me an email, ask me some questions. If there's quite a few of you asking the same stuff, and if it's relevant and it's okay with your permission, I will talk about it on here. And hopefully that will give other people help and hope and a little bit of inspiration on where they're going. I wanted to have a quick talk about when you're going through this, just ground yourself. I think that was one of the things that Chris said to me the other night was, stop your mind games now. When you've been through it and you cannot stop thinking about it, and you're going over and over and over everything, I mean absolutely every little thing that happens to you, it goes on in your mind, or it did for me. You have to learn then at that point to try and quieten your mind down, either by grounding yourself, and I'll do a separate video and go through that with you on how to ground yourself properly, how to protect yourself from spirit, quieten the mind down. Once you've managed to quieten the mind down, you can then hear and listen to your intuition, to your true self, to your true answers that are coming through to you. The mind, when it's going on like that, is actually blocking you, and it takes longer for you to get through everything. So learn to quieten the mind, and learn to be your own hero. Don't look to anybody else to be a hero. Everyone is their own hero inside. As I said, we're all very unique in our own way. We all have our own problems, we all have our own feelings, but at the end of the day, communication is probably the key. Maybe not while you're right in the middle of the going through this awakening, because it can be really difficult, and as I say, people won't understand you. But once you've got through it, once things have started to calm down, once you've learnt through all the lessons that you've been through, that you've forgiven yourself, that you absolutely, truly have come to the point where you love yourself because you are a worthwhile person, because you have special qualities to give to other people. Everybody who's in your life will give you certain qualities. They're in your life for a reason, but you need to look at it from the other way around as well. You are in their life for a reason as well. You're giving back to them, you're giving things to them that they need, whether it's because you're funny and you crack jokes and they find you funny and they laugh at you, whether it's because you are somebody who's comfortable to be around, easygoing. Maybe you're somebody who they can genuinely talk to, and that they can feel that you understand them on a certain level that maybe nobody else can. Maybe it's just company. So many different reasons, and not everybody's in your life for the same reasons. They're all there for slightly different reasons, and you take things from them that you need, but you also give back. You have to remember that. You have to remember that you're also in their life for a reason. You know, once you've cut through all the baggage, got rid of all the bad karma, things that you've done throughout your life, things that you need to forgive yourself for. During that process, people are going to drop away, people are going to disappear out of your life, people are going to move on. People are going to drop out because they absolutely didn't need to be in your life in the first place. They weren't meant to be there, and that's it, they've gone. And it's no good. And you won't even miss them because they weren't meant to be there really in the first place. The people that are still hanging on sometimes by the skin of the teeth at the end, once you've come through it, are the people that are meant to be in your life. We may not know what the reason is yet as to why you're in their life, or why, you know, they're in your life, but it's something that you will learn and find out. Maybe once you've got through your awakening, then it's time, you know, that you can naturally maybe build bridges with these people, and be in a position where once you've changed, once you have got self-trust in yourself, self-love, people will be able to see that. It's something that you will just give off those vibes naturally, and they will be able to see and sense that actually, yeah, she's changed, he's changed, and they will get the sense that you are more approachable, because let's face it, when you're going through difficult times, you're just not approachable by anybody. People will try to help you, but if you're not in that position to be helped, no one's going to be able to get through to you. No one's going to be able to talk to you. People will try for so long, and depending on, you know, whether they're meant to be in your life or not, they may give up. They may walk away. And you'll also find that while you've been stuck and not being able to move forward, you will realise that people around you, circumstances around you, they've all moved forward. And you've got, oh, hang on a minute, why have I not moved forward? I've been stuck all this time, and everyone's off and doing things, and they've got new ideas and new jobs, and everything's great, and I'm just stuck here. When you're stuck, that's when your mind's going. That's when you need to ground yourself, and you need to look inside yourself and make sure, look in the mirror, see your qualities, and know that actually, yeah, it's at that point when you really do love yourself, and you know that you've got rid of the baggage, you've forgiven yourself for things that you've done in the past, because whatever you've done in the past, whether it be good or bad, most people would never ever, you don't set out to deliberately hurt anybody else. You don't set out to deliberately harm somebody. unless you're a lower, you know. Some people do, but for most of us, we don't deliberately try and hurt people. We don't deliberately try and do that to anybody, and we don't want to do it to ourselves either. But sometimes we have to go through all of that. Now, I'm not new to tarot reading. I'm quite experienced at it, but due to circumstances, due to my life, at certain points, I did tarot readings quite regularly. I'm extremely spiritual, and I lived in that place very happily and comfortably for quite a few years. And then due to life, due to circumstances, things happen, I moved away from it. And then, as I say, about a year ago, I actually went to see a clairvoyant, and he basically said, stop blocking it. It's time to stop blocking, sort yourself out, and move forward. And you need to go through this, and you've been blocking it for ages. You know it's not going to be good, but you just going to be. And I think the universe as well, at certain points, and I think pretty much with me, because I really, really felt that it was scary to me. I didn't want to go quite that far. But I think for a lot of us, especially around these times, because I've read and heard so many other people talking, that this time, it's been the time when pretty much the universe has forced it on us. And if you haven't done it, if you haven't gone through it before, if you haven't learnt the lessons that you need to learn, I'm sorry, but the universe is going to put it on you, and that's the end of it. And there's been times, I know from my own experience, when I wanted to crawl in a corner and curl up in a little ball. I was so scared and never ever want to come out again. That's when you need to be your own hero. That's when you need to step out and go, hang on a minute. I've got a family here. I've got people who rely on me. And if you find that inner strength to do it, you will move forward. My little wheel is very slowly starting to move forward, and I can feel it going round. I can feel my mind has calmed down. I've got used to being back in touch with spirit, back in touch with, seeing, hearing things that, not everybody else does. And I'm starting to get used to it again now, and it's good. And just look for the answers, or the answers will find you. The answers are in yourself. And at the right time, when you are totally ready, the answers will start to come to you, and you will start to understand, and people will be able to give you confirmation and go, yeah, as Chris did with me, yeah, I know where you're going. So just make sure you stay true to yourself and get back to being the real you that you were meant to be before all the years of baggage and crap that just gets laid and laid and laid throughout our lives. Get it all stripped back. Get it stripped back to the basics. I actually feel like I've been broken right down back to my basic core now, and now my intentions, my words are powerful. My words and my spells, my intentions, I put those out into the universe, and I know through self-belief and self-trust and self-love now that those will start to come back to me. At this moment, I'm in a position where I know exactly what I want to do. I've started doing it. This is it. My reason for being here is to serve other people, to listen to spirit, to help in practical spiritual counselling, ways that I can help other people. In doing that makes me happy. In doing that, if you ever have a really deep conversation with someone, say you're trying to, somebody is going through a really bad time, when you're talking to them and counselling them, and calming them down, you'll find that you'll get aha moments too, and you'll go, oh my God, I've thought like that before, and now I can see it from their point of view, and it gives you clarity as well. So that is what I wanted to say. Just if you're still struggling, just bear with it, and know that you will get to the other side of it. And any questions about it, please get in touch. If you're not ready for the answers, you may not get them yet, but if you are, and you truly back into yourself, then you will. I will do other videos soon, as I say, about grounding yourself, about protecting yourself, about being able to open up to spirit, and also, just as importantly, to close off to spirit afterwards. And that's something for the future videos. But for the night, if you're just off to bed, have a really good sleep, and I will talk to you soon.